Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Hey, 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, today we're doing the Tayal. That's as close as I'm going to come to being able to pronounce it. This knife I've had, or Kurt's had, both of us have had it back and forth. I want to say right at a year. This was straight out of the sheath, no stropping, no nothing. I just wanted to see where I was at on the edge. Not terrible. My guy, JR, the other day when he sent me my Work Tuff Nomad field knife, sent me a sharpening stone. So I took my sharpening stone and I used the strop that DJ Horn had sent and just honed it up. We're going to cut a little more paper right here so you can see that. I wanted to point that out up front. Now, this has a 5-inch blade, probably 4.8 cutting surface, 5-inch handle, which I freaking love. The thickness of the knife is between 1/8 and 3/16. Perfect thickness. It is a damn good slicer. I believe it's pronounced the Tayal, Tayal. It has a big brother, the Atial, something like that I'd really love to get my hands on to test. Any Work Tuff Gear knife, I'm just becoming where I want to put my hands on and test it. Let me say this right quick. There's a guy on Instagram, DB Hemlock, Hunter Cutchin. Hunter is an awesome dude, and if you go to Facebook and go to Work Tuff Adventure Team, go there, whether you got a Work Tuff Gear or not. If you love knives, go there. It's all about community. Now, it's brand specific, yes, but designers are there. Hunter, DB Hemlock's there. Zeke, Hooligan Zeke Manacho, my guy, is there. Mr. Vic stops in. These guys are very, very, very approachable. If you got a question, they will answer it. I asked Zeke to kind of give me some stuff on this knife. The background, it's an in-house design based on a Taiwanese field knife. Now, I believe this is one of Mr. Vic's designs. It's got G10 handles. I love this knife. I love the company. I love the way they're approachable. Designers that are approachable, some, I get it, they're just too slammed, I get it. But the guys that are approachable, that you can ask a question and you get an honest answer, those are the guys I drift to. Donnie B. all day's that way, and I'd love to see Mr. Vic and D-Bad hook up and do a Work Tuff Gear, a D-Bad Work Tuff Gear. That would be awesome, because they're the same kind of people. They're approachable, they're kind, they're knowledgeable, and they do the one thing with a knife that I love. Work Tuff Gear may do this better than just about anybody on the planet, and that's the handles. That's a G10 handle. That's a good material, and I love G10. But the contour, see that little choil in there? It's a 5-inch handle, guys. I've got bigger hands. If you got smaller hands, it'll fit well. It really will. But these guys are knife guys. They take care of the hands. Because of my own stupidity, and I can't say that enough, and Megan would probably second that, my hands are busted to hell and back from poor decisions. These guys, there's no hot spots on this knife. This knife is an easy carry. And I've been watching a lot of Donovan 2's channel lately. If you don't know who Donovan is, get over there, check him out. He's got one of the best collections on the internet. But he was showing a lot of Persian knives. And this knife with that upward sweep, that Skinner type sweep, reminds me a little bit of that Persian style. I love it. Now, somebody's going to say, is it good for self-defense, Scab? I don't know. Are you a good knife fighter? There's some jimping on the back that is incredibly comfortable. Full tang construction. Sorry, back to the knife fighting there. I know that many mall ninjas are watching and wondering if they should purchase it for self-defense. I think the first thing you have to ask yourself in that vein is, how many knife fights have I ever been in my life? How many knives have you ever seen be able to cut a bullet in twain? These are things you have to ask yourself. Am I a complete idiot? Well, So we're going to move on from that. That's my self-defense talk about this knife. Can you use it? Yeah, I wouldn't. You'll go to jail. Maybe just get a hands game going. I don't know, That's kind of where I'm at on it. Now, right here, we did some batoning. We're going to do some light chopping. A lot of the stuff, and a lot of the time when I do this stuff, sometimes I'll do it for speed and I'll let you know, hey, I want to see how quick this will go through it. Now, hint, hint, I have a knife coming from Work Tough Gear that's all about chopping. And we are going to chop some shit in twain, son. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Now, this one's big brother would make a good chopper. Now, the other guy I mentioned, Hunter, DB Hemlock, I want you guys to go check him out. I know we've had a lot of shout outs in this video. That's on purpose. I want this community to grow and prosper, and I want you guys to have a bunch of options. DB Hemlock, Hunter, has the Aries coming out. I am ecstatic. Dude, it's going to be badass. Visit him on Instagram, on Facebook. Again, join us at Work Tough Gear Adventure Team. Whether you got a Work Tough Gear knife or not, come in, talk about knives. It's awesome. Now, we're going to do some light cutting right here. Just some 550 paracord. Same paracord I used yesterday. I love this knife. I like this test. I don't know why I like this test, but it's one of my favorites. I believe because one thing with me, again, not only the handles, but the control of a knife. So I can stab this knife in. Sometimes you'll see me, I'll put my hand on it or whatever. But for the most part, we've got great penetration right here. I'm able just to glide that 550 over it. Here's some of that old nylon rope. Now, could I cut it faster holding it? Sure I can. But, I mean, if we're going to think of every scenario, what if you're in a situation where you're injured, your hands are busted up? Jam that thing in the stump and you can get it done. Now, if you didn't think we were not going to cut a tire on it, you're crazy. This is the tire of doom. The Tayal is an awesome slicer. Look at that. That's like cutting some roast beef. Kind of tough roast beef, but it just glides right through there. I recommend this knife highly. I really do. It's SK85. Again, blade specs. 5-inch blade, probably 4.8 on the cutting surface. It's between 1/8 and 3/16 on the thickness. Jimping on the back, G10 handles. I know I've said that already, but I want to make sure that we get the specs in there. If you pick up halfway or something, you figure out the specs. To me, this is a perfect EDC. Again, know your state laws. In Florida, we can carry machetes, swords, or whatever on our back as long as it's open carry. This is a great truck knife. Now, this is also a cooking knife, a camp knife, an all-around camp knife. I can't cook a lick. I can grill a little bit, but I got to get to work here in a little bit. So I do a little cooking at the end, whip a little something up, show y'all. Megatron and I'm going to get her to team up with me. I have the mini Tayal. And there's old Scab. You knew. Oh, there we go, Scab. He's learning. 9 times out of 10, I'll go ahead and cut it off camera. Now, I just cut that tire with it. We've batoned with it. We've shaved stuff with it. We've cut rope with it. We've cut water hose with it. We've done all kind of stuff. And that edge is still sharp enough. When I push down in there, I got too big a bite. Again, the knife holds its edge. It's about a 56 to 58 on the Rockwell hardness. And that SK85, I believe that's perfect for it. You can, some guys will put a higher Rockwell hardness on it. It's okay. It's better for edge retention, I guess, but it makes it brittle. I don't give a damn about edge retention if the knife snaps in half. I got to be honest with you. This 56 to 58 to me seems perfect. Now again, we've shaved wood, we've cut tires, we've cut all these mediums. Can it go through this old water hose? It's unlike butter. It's there. It's there 100% of the time. And I need to take a second and just commend Mr. Vic and Work Tough Gear for their heat treat. Most of the time these are saber grinds with convex cutting edges, razor sharp knives, just awesome knives. This poor old bat bag from Mikins about had the lick, son. I'm going to have to find something else with some some of that kind of material, some canvas material to cut, because this one's about had it out and the Tayal finished it off. Getting back to what I was saying about the mini Tayal. I'm off tomorrow. When Megatron gets home, I'd like for her to help me and just show some of the cooking capabilities, cutting up some food, doing that kind of thing. These knives, to me, if you are a camper, which that's bushcrafting, camper, outdoorsman, hunter, fisherman, anything like that, I would say this is almost a must. It's a medium size, perfect size. To me, that is a perfect hunting and fishing knife. Perfect little belt knife for around the camp. I like it. Again, G10 handles. The contours are absolutely excellent. There you go, Scab. Do something off camera. Attaboy. Okay, I've got that wobble when he walks. I've lost weight, but I'm still hobbling there. We're going to do the Donnie B All Day stab test. I do this for a couple reasons. One, we play with the tip some. And that's a pressure treated 2x4, guys. The other reason is there's no slip. I've got a nice little grip going. I didn't have to put my thumb on the back. At no time did it slip. Pretty good little chop right there. And right here, I moved it around a little bit. And what I was saying earlier, guys, a lot of times when y'all see me chopping, I'm not chopping at an angle. I'm not chopping for speed. I'm chopping straight down on that edge to test, will it roll? Will it chip? Will it ding? Will it donk? What will it do? Or will it maintain? I've yet to have a Work Tough Gear knife that the edge rolled on. Yet to have it. Through all of these tests, this thing's held up like a champ. And you can see, just in some of the videos, guys, watch how I hold the knife. And I've told y'all, novice at best. But you can, like this knife, I don't know that I've put this knife down much through this whole video. It's that comfortable. It's that, I'm that confident with it in hand. This is just an old hackberry. And again, we're going to do just some quick, light chops. This is one of my favorite tests where I hold the log and chop. Again, not for speed. I just want some control. I want to feel the knife. I want to know that I can maneuver the knife one-handed, and I want to beat on the edge again. This thing is rock starish, I'm telling y'all. You can have a beast of a knife and it not be a huge knife. You hear me? The Billy Wah edition, demo edition yesterday, beast of a knife. Beast of a knife. This Tayal, beast of a knife. I love it. I don't know why I'm saying beast like that. I love this knife. Now, this is the extent of my cooking skills, and we've got about 1 minute left. We're going to have a little PB&J, jump in the shower, and head to work. I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. I will get Megatron to help me tomorrow, because y'all think I'm kidding. I can grill a little bit, and I can probably scramble an egg, but and I can warm up them little macaroni and cheese cups. My grandson loves them, so I'm pretty adept at that. Well, hey, listen, to all my Work Tough Gear fam, love you guys. God bless you guys. Thank y'all for all the support. And I'm not just talking about the guys who work or design for Work Tough Gear. I'm talking about everybody in that community, willing to reach out, willing to be helpful. Love it. Love that community. Well, listen, Mikey says it best. Everything's going to be all right. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son. Woo, good PB&J.